YouTube, welcome back to my channel. You already know who it is, and if you don't know, let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is TiffanyTramaine, and this channel is meant to motivate, empower, and inspire you to be that adult that you want to be. So without further ado, I want to jump right into the video and talk about my life as an esthetician. That's right, esthetician. If you don't know what that is, it's another word, it's a fancy word for skin therapist. And if you don't know what that is, I pretty much do facials and body waxing. And I help people find the best makeup and the best products for their skin. So as you guys have seen on some of my other videos, I served in the military for about 5 years, pretty much straight out of high school. And once I got out the military, I had my education, my GI Bill accessible to me, and I decided after some Google searches of what I didn't want to do that I wanted to jump into the life of aesthetics. Now, honestly guys, before jumping into aesthetics, I had no idea what an esthetician was, but I saw like a spa worker as a Google result, just Googling like, you know, peaceful jobs and, you know, certain other things that I was looking for. And I'm like, wait a minute, they pay people to rub lotion on them? Like, not like that, y'all, okay? I am a child of God, don't you do that. But I was really excited to see that there was something that fit me. Anybody who served with me, they already know I used to get in trouble all the time for my makeup, for my uniform being right above standards as far as the fit, and wearing a lot of perfumes and things like that. So I was always just a girly girl. It's always been a part of me, and being an esthetician just made a lot of sense for me. So yeah, in 2013, I used my GI Bill and I went to school to become a paramedical esthetician. So in most states, you have a certain amount of hours that are required. I started out in Florida at, I believe, 360 hours was the requirement. I also knew that I would eventually want to travel and that other states required more hours. So I decided to take the paramedical program because the paramedical program gave me 1,200 hours. Fast forward, I was actually able to board or take my state board in California 2 years ago because I had those 1,200 hours and I had been in my industry for so long. Drop a comment below if you want a video on how to apply for reciprocity. I'm actually licensed in 3 states, the big 3, Florida, Texas, and California. So I'm pretty good at transferring my license, and I also plan to transfer it to a few other states just in case I want to do events and things like that, because now I am considered a full-time entrepreneurial esthetician. So anyways guys, after going to school and doing our practicals in school, I soon realized, or was soon pointed out to me, that I was really good at eyebrows. And at the time, like, this was 2013, 2014, eyebrows was just becoming a trending thing. People were really just starting to figure out that there was an issue with the 90s brow or the 2000 brow that we used to have. So as I was waxing and shaping and actually learning how to do my own brows and coming to school, my teacher and some of my other peers like started to notice that I was really good at brows. And my teacher recommended to me, why not go and interview and apply to Benefit Cosmetics through Ulta. So she told me, why not become a brow girl? And I'm like, a brow girl? I'm like, is that a thing? Mind you guys, I'm fresh out the military. Like, I'm so far from being a girl, I feel, at this point in my life. I had no idea like people actually went to the stores and bought as much makeup as they did. I hadn't really jumped into YouTube for makeup or skincare, and I personally was still using like Noxzema and St. Ives all the way up until I got to school. So yes, I said it. St. Ives. Anyways, that's another video guys. But yeah, so I had no idea what a brow girl was until I went in for the interview. And as you guys know, like, personality is key in our industry. And if you don't know, again, I'm gonna do way more videos about how to make it in this industry. I just want to introduce you to me and my journey as an esthetician. But I went in with a really great personality. I was kind of nervous, but I landed the second interview from Ulta, and the second interview was a demo on a model. So I actually brought a friend in and I did her eyebrows, and I was hired on the spot. So with that being said, I actually have worked on and off with Ulta as a benefit brow girl for maybe, let's say, 6 to 7 years now. I have been able to pop in and out of the company. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing as far as them and their turnover rate, because it's pretty high. But it was good for me when I needed to step back into a retail environment, or I needed to step back into a W-2 type of setting, because I have been, really trucking along here as an esthetician, as an entrepreneur, and so it's been really good to be able to go back in store. So if you guys want any tips on interviews, let me know. I've also worked for Sephora as a skincare rep. Then I've also worked in a few spas, and I also have taught a few other estheticians some of my skills, some of the things that I do know, because honestly, like I said, brows are so big, and this is not taught in school. Most of it is just waxing, but the art of brow styling and just being a brow artist is not taught. So a lot of people do reach out to me just to expand their businesses, because doing brows in itself is its own entity. So I've had experience with that as well. I've also had experience with speaking engagements. I have spoken to rooms of women in regards to just skincare and just the A, B, and C's of skincare, how to start a skin routine. And most recently, I became a what they call it, like a resident esthetician for an up-and-coming skincare brand that actually specializes in ingrown hair masks. I'm really proud of my friend for creating and founding this company, and we will definitely be doing a review on her company. And I do have some products from her company to share with you guys, and I'm really thankful that she was able to bring me along, because now I'm doing blog interviews, and hopefully we will be taking that brand to the next level. I can't wait to see her in stores. But yeah, so I've been able to really expand my career as an esthetician to kind of touch all those things. It's so many things you can do as an esthetician. Like I said, you can be a brand rep, you can work in spas, you can write, you can blog, you can speak, you can teach. And me personally, if you haven't learned by now, the adult I want to be is an overachiever. Yes, because I feel like you don't put your eggs in one basket. So yeah, so now I'm actually here in Houston, Texas, and I am rebuilding my skincare studio. Unfortunately, like, due to COVID, I ended up having to actually sell some of my equipment. I've had to kind of reallocate my funds a little bit just to kind of maintain, because I was working with Ulta and they shut down, and I really don't want to go back into Ulta. I probably will be stepping in more of an account brand ambassador position, where I will be going around store to store, hopefully back into Sephora's, because they're my favorite. This is not sponsored. I'm just saying I really love Sephora's a little bit better than the Ulta store setup, just because Sephora is so education based and their technology is just so innovative, and I think that's where our industry is going. But yeah, so anyways, guys, this was just a quick introduction. Again, my name is TiffanyTramaine. I am an esthetician. I'm a veteran. I love to motivate. I love to empower. And I thank you guys so much for clicking on my video. Please subscribe. Until the next time.